In this video, we're going to continue topic 8.1, and we're going to look at examples 13 and 14. It says we're supposed to use a graphing utility to construct a table of values for the function, then sketch the graph of the function and identify any asymptotes. So we're going to leverage our technology here to actually sketch a function here. I'm going to call this 1. I'm going to go 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so let's take a look, and I'm going to call this f of x. So we're going to put this into Desmos. So I'm starting with I'm going to call it f of x. And then it was equals 4. And then again, we're going to use the shift and the 6. And that will give me an exponent to the negative x. And I need to do shift 6 again. And that will bring me to a squared. And yeah, I know we've got a graph of it there, but it's really good to know how to leverage our technology a little bit. So I'm going to now push the gear button. And I'm going to hit this button that says convert to table. And what do you know? That we just leverage the technology to get values in a table for ourselves, which I could have done by hand if I wanted to. But so now we can draw a little bit more accurate graph by hand. So I'm going to write down the values that I got in my table. So it was 0, and I'm sorry, not 0, negative 2. And 0.0039, negative 1 and 0.25, 0 and 0. That doesn't look right. Let's go back and look at that. It's 0 and 1. I don't know what I was writing down with that 0. And then 1 and 0.25 and 2 and 0.0039. All right, so we're going to actually plot this on the graph. So we are out negative 2, up 0.39, out negative 1, up about a quarter, and out 0, up 1. And then we're going to follow that same pattern down. So it makes this, and we kind of already saw that shape. And then we're supposed to talk about any asymptotes that we have, and it looks like we definitely have a horizontal asymptote. So a horizontal asymptote and remember, horizontal is a y equals, and it looks like it's the x-axis or the y-axis there. So we'd say, x-axis. So we would say y equals 0. Let's try to do the same thing for example 14. So I'm going to call it x, f of x, and I'm going to draw my xy axis here. And again, we're just sketching. Nothing has to be super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to get my new function in there, which I'm going to call it f of x again, equals, and we've got 1/2. I'm just going to hit 1, the slash, and 2. That gets me divided by, and then I'm going to type in e, hold down shift 6 again for my little exponent, and it's negative 0.58x. And then again, I want my table of values, so I'm going to hit the little gear button. I'm going to hit the table, and there are my table of values, and those x values from negative 2 to 2 are pretty good. So we're going to write those down in my chart on my notes. Excuse me. So we're going to have that we've got negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. And we have 1.59, probably 5, 0.893, 0.5, 0.2799. Being a little lazy, I'm not rounding. So it doesn't matter because we're going to plot these. 1.157. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot these on our xy axis. So out negative 2, and I'm up like 1.5-ish. Out negative 1, and I'm just, ooh, that was not right. Okay. Out negative 2, up 1.5. Out negative 1, and we are up about 0.8, so almost at 1. Out 0, we're up 0.5. Out 1, we're up 0.2. and then 0.1 at the -2. So we're going to decrease, be steep, and then decrease flat. So it definitely looks like I have another horizontal asymptote at y equals 0 on the x-axis there.